Hello and welcome to graphic.com.gh. This is the news and brief from the Graphic Online TV newsroom.
Graphic communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Download your Graphic News Plus now. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
We'll start with a playback of the parliamentary proceeding where the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Babi, walked out Dr. Kwekwe, the Member of Parliament for Sefirioso. The Speaker had made a reference to a nomination for vetting by the President and whether or not the House would approve the nominees. Dr. Kwekwe, the MP for Sefirioso, made a comment, and when the Speaker overheard him, he gave him the floor. After Dr. Afriye repeated his word, the Speaker walked him out of the chamber for making a rude comment. Let us watch what transpired, showing the moment the Marshal walked the MP out of the chamber.
The matter is in the bosom of the House, and the procedure is very clear. So when they report to the House, we will all look at these issues. But in giving you the information, I've given you an idea of the expectations of the people of Ghana. That is for you to consider as part of the reports, and for the House to decide as to whether we will approve or disapprove those nominations. His Excellency clearly stated that he is constitutionally injuncted to do what he has done. And so it's now for you to also look at. Eavesdropped, and the senior member is saying a few things, but since he's not saying it into the mic, I won't be the one saying it. Honorable member, you want to speak? If you want, I will grant you the opportunity. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect to your chair, these preliminary remarks you are making are prejudicial, and I believe that as representing the good people of Serbia also, it doesn't lie in your mouth to remind us of the things that you said. Thank you.
This is a completely rude remark, and I can send you out of the House now. It lies in my authority to do so. You represent the good people of Sefirioso. I represent the whole country. Please, Marshal, take him out of the House. Marshal, take him out of the House. I will not tolerate such disrespect. It lies in my mouth.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church has reacted to last week's appeal by President Akufo-Addo for members of the church to reconsider their position on voting this year's December 7th election, which falls on a Saturday. According to the church, it was still standing by the long-standing conviction that voting on Saturday, which is the Sabbath of the Lord, is not in alignment with its religious belief. Following last week's appeal by President Akufo-Addo, the church, in a statement jointly signed by presidents of the Southern Ghana and the Northern Ghana Conference, had this to say.
The leadership of the SDA Church had advocated for a change to the election date to accommodate the religious observance of its members. The church's efforts were based on the belief that moving away from Saturday would allow all citizens, regardless of faith, to participate fully in the democratic process. To the church, it recognizes the civic responsibility of its members, including exercising their right to vote. However, it says the Sabbath, a sacred day which they observe from sunset on Friday to sunset on Saturday, holds a deep spiritual significance. This is because it is dedicated to worship, rest, and communion with God. The church has a long-standing conviction and has been teaching members that they should not engage in non-religious activities on the day, and since voting is considered as such, doing so on the Sabbath is contrary to the sanctity of the church. In a statement dated 20th July, jointly signed by Pastor Dr. Thomas Techi Okran and Pastor Dr. Kwame Anobuahe, presidents of the Southern and Northern Ghana Union Conferences of the Church, stated that the church respects the right of its members to vote. However, on the matter of voting on Saturday, they are urging members to prayerfully ensure that their decisions are consistent with the Adventist belief on the sanctity of the Sabbath.
And at Kede in the Eastern Region on Sunday morning, a team of fire service personnel who were responding to a distress call was involved in an accident at Ochrenkwanta at the outskirts of Kede.
7 crew members were injured. The accident occurred around 9 a.m. when the crew was responding to an emergency. 5 of the injured personnel are receiving treatment at the St. Dominic Hospital at Akwitia. The 2 others, who are in critical condition, have been transferred to the Kadi Government Hospital.
And also at the childcare school junction in Cape Coast on the Accra-Cape Coast Highway on Sunday morning, it took the intervention of a rescue team to bring out 10 accident victims who had been trapped in a Toyota Hiace.
When a rescue team from the Ghana National Fire Service arrived at the accident scene around 6:40 a.m., 5 people have been able to come out of the car on their own, but 10 of the victims were still in the Toyota Hiace with registration number GB205322. The vehicle had veered off the road into a nearby bush, partially damaged. All the injured were then transported in 3 ambulances by the National Ambulance Service to the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital for treatment. The cause of the accident remains under investigation.
Go.
Thank you for watching. For more news, please visit our website at graphic.com.gh and follow us on social media, Graphic Online Ghana on TikTok, Daily Graphic Ghana on Facebook and Instagram, and Graphic GH on YouTube and X. I am Mirab Nakoba.